Yes, guys. Welcome back to another stream, man. We finally fucking bought a midfielder, guys. We finally bought a midfielder. It's been a long time. But we have finally got one. And it is Nico Gonzalez. I've never seen him play in my life. Don't know if he's good. Don't know if he's bad. Who knows? I'm pretty sure most of you guys will be like that. Listen, I'll say this. I'm just happy we got a midfielder. Yeah, I'm just happy we got a midfielder. Hopefully, Pep Guardiola will actually play him, you know what I mean, in midfield, unlike Nunes, who doesn't play midfield. That would be nice. That would be a good start. But it's a promising... Listen, guys, it can't be any worse than what we've got in there now. Do you know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it, yeah? He might not be the guy. He might not be the guy to solve all our problems, but he can't be any worse than Kovacic, Gundogan, or Bernardo Silva in that midfield. That just cannot be possible. It can't be possible, right? He looks very good on the ball. He looks like he can actually win a challenge. He looks like he's got a defensive brain. He knows where to be on the ball. He's come through La Masia at Barcelona, so that'll be promising in terms of on the ball. City have tried to sign him before, twice apparently. Pep Guardiola used to work with his dad. Do you know what I mean? Which is now that doesn't mean this guy's going to be a good player or not, but it shows that City have been scouting this guy for quite some time. In the end, we paid the release clause. Obviously, there might be a bit of a payment plan or whatever, but we paid the 60 million quid, which was always going to happen. I don't know why it took so long. But listen, is he the guy that everybody wanted? I don't know. But listen, obviously we couldn't get the main driller in Bruno G or Baleba, so it has to be this guy, and we will see. Now, the latest news is that he's currently undergoing a medical in Portugal due to the situation of the transfer window closing tonight at 11 p.m. Obviously, City are probably not going to fly him out to do the medical here. They're letting him do the medical in Portugal, providing he passes that. He will then travel to Manchester, I assume, later on this evening to sign the contracts. We've got until 11 p.m. to get the deal done. And that'll be interesting. But listen, it's one of them, guys. I don't know how you guys feel. I'm interested to see how you guys feel, man. But like, I think it's a good move in terms of we got a midfielder in. I'm aghast. I'm a buzzing. I'm sorry to say I'm not. I'm not in that sort of like absolutely over the moon situation. I think it's probably due to the fact that we just got beat 5-1 yesterday. This probably should have happened in the first week of January, and it could have happened in the first week of January, given the fact it is a release clause. So I'm struggling to get like proper excited for the deal. So I'm sorry if you guys are expecting me to be here and be going, fucking bullshit. I'm struggling. I can't fake it. I can only give you my true reaction. But I am happy. I am happier. You know what I mean? We've got a guy who is in his 20s who can play midfield, which is nice. You know what I mean? We've got a lot of 30-year-olds, pensioner FC in midfield. It is nice to have a guy who's young in that midfield. That is fresh. I'm a little bit annoyed that it's taken us 33 days, 34 days to get this guy in when the transfer market was open on the 1st. But I don't know, man. And obviously, we just come back off a 5-1 defeat. So it is a little bit frustrating. I also don't know what he's like because I've never seen him play. That's another struggle. I can't sit here and be like, guys, this guy's mint, because I can't. That'd be shameless. I've never seen this guy play. I've only seen him on YouTube compilations. And as we all know, on YouTube compilations, anybody can be made to look really good on YouTube compilations. But it's certainly a step in the right direction. The club had to do this. The club had to get him in. Tiki, for me, the club could not have not signed a midfielder in this January. And they knew that. Now, whether this guy is going to be good enough, time will tell. Listen, there's positive signs, that he come through Barcelona Academy. A lot of Barcelona fans didn't want him to leave. That's a good sign. There's, you look at what people are saying online, the tacticals about him at Portugal. There's a lot of promising stuff there. Is he going to solve all our problems? Here's the thing, right? I see a lot of people speaking about, don't expect Nico Gonzalez to solve all our problems. Does anybody really expect him to solve all our problems? I think if you expect Nico Gonzalez to solve all our issues, I think you're being very unrealistic. Your expectations are way too high, and I think you're a bit naive. What he's going to do is he's going to improve us, right? And people will say, he's got to improve us because he can't be any worse than Gundogan and Kovacic and Bernardo. So he's going to improve us. Is he going to solve all our issues? No. Right? I'm not expecting him to solve all our issues. Yeah? But he's going to improve us, and that's all we need. We need to stop conceding 4 goals against Lisbon, Sporting, Spurs, Arsenal, PSG. Oh, he's got 5 against Arsenal. That's all. I'm looking for an improvement, right? I want to stop getting battered. I don't know about you guys, yeah? I don't like conceding 4 or 5 goals a game. It's not nice. I'm not used to this shit, yeah? So bringing him in, that should help that situation. I said to Pulpy last night, I said to the boys on the panel show last night, yeah? I said to the lads, even if he just takes 25% of our attacks away, like our defending attacks, so the opposition attacks, that's 1 in 4 attacks we no longer have to defend because he puts in a challenge. At the moment, let's be honest, every attack from the opposition pretty much ends in a cross, shot, whatever, because our midfield is just non-existent, right? It doesn't exist. Even if he just stops 1 in 4 of those attacks, you'll start to see that impact the game. You'll start to see that the score lines will stop conceding 4 or 5 goals a game. We might start conceding 1 a game or 2 a game, but you'll stop seeing the 3s. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm being very realistic, man. You know what I mean? Like, for me, there's still a hell of a lot of work to do in this squad. We still need to buy, I think we still need to buy 2 more midfielders in the summer. And I'm talking top class midfielders. But this is a step in the right direction. Even if he turns out to be not quite good enough to be starting week in, week out, don't care. He can replace Kovacic and Gundogan off the bench and be a squad rotational player. And people can say, oh, you're spending 50 million quid on us. I don't care. It's not my fucking money. I couldn't care less how much we spend on him. Yeah. It's not my money. I don't care. Yeah. But the fact is, this squad needs a rebuild. That's been evident for some time. And he is a step in the right direction. Whether or not he's going to be good enough long term to start week in, week out for us, time will tell. I'd certainly think there's promising signs there from what I've read online, from what I've seen. He certainly looks like a player that can come into this side and hopefully make an impact and be a regular contributor to the side. And if not, he turns into a squad rotational player. Chilling. We go in the summer and we sort it out properly, man. But I think it's a positive sign. They had to do it. They could not have not signed a midfielder. They could not have not signed a midfielder. And we'll have to see what happens, man. But listen, it is what it is. We'll see what happens in the midfielder. We still need 2 midfielders in the summer. We have to sign 2 midfielders in the summer. For me, you know, you need a creator, and I want an all-rounder. Bringing in Gonzalez on his own is not enough. We still need 2 more players in the summer. But this is a step in the right direction. And listen, we've ended up paying the money. We've ended up paying the 60 million euros, which was always going to happen. And let's see how he settles in, man. But listen, I'll tell you this as well. This guy's under pressure from the rip, mate. Yeah, because he ain't got no time to sort of like, oh, mate, yeah, you got time to settle in. Yeah, this is the biggest test in this guy's career because this guy is being thrown into the deep end. Because, by the way, there ain't no, start him on the bench, bring him in, nice. No. You're getting thrown in, bro, yeah? Real Madrid, your first game. We will be there, yeah? And don't you dare start him on the bench. Don't you dare start him on the bench. Get him in the team against Real Madrid. I don't care if it's his first game. I do not care. You've got to start him against Real Madrid. You have to start him against Real Madrid. To be honest with you, I'd probably start him against Leyton Orient and give him half an hour or something. 45 minutes. But he's got to start in that game, mate, because I'll tell you what, if you play Gundogan, Kovacic and Bernardo in that game, we will get absolutely annihilated. You need to get this guy in there. I don't want to hear none of this. Oh, it's his first game, LB. You can't throw him in against Real Madrid. That's not fair. Oh, because you want to throw him in against Newcastle then, do you? Because I tell you what, they're fucking mint as well. Oh, then you don't throw him against Newcastle. Then you can't throw him in against Real Madrid. You're going to throw him in against Liverpool? No. So when are you going to start him? Get him in the team. Yeah. Real Madrid, first game. Yeah. And let's cook with this guy in the team. Let's see what he's about, mate. Yeah. If he's got the minerals, we'll find out on Tuesday the 11th. Because he'll be thrown into the deep end with 1 week's training. Yeah. In a team that is in disarray. Yeah. And against Real Madrid. And that'll be that we'll see in that game just, how good this guy can be. You know what I mean? And we will be there. We will be there. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm a bit gutted, man, that like I can't get more hype. But it's just a sad situation, man. Like, I can't be sitting here getting like mad hype when we just got absolutely battered 5-1. But I am optimistic. I might not sound it. I might sound a bit depressed because I am depressed. You know what I mean? This club has made me depressed, but I am optimistic. You know, I'm optimistic that it can be a good signing. You know, he's got good stats. He looks good on the ball. He can put a tackle in. He's 6'2". He's got a bit of power about him. It's just, I don't know. I've never seen him play. He's never played for Spain. And yeah, I'm literally just going off Twitter tactical reports, online scouting reports, and YouTube compilations. That's the best I've got. So we'll see, man. We'll see what people are saying. Listen, I've seen a lot of people talking about how slow he is. How slow he is. Listen, this thing about being slow, yeah, it's not the be all and end all, you know. It really isn't the be all and end all of being slow. Now, first of all, there's a little bit of contradiction going around about whether he's slow or not. I can't tell you because I've never seen him play, and you can't tell off a YouTube compilation, so I'm not even going to try, right? Being fast and being slow, it's not the be all and end all, yeah? Rodri is not the fastest football player in the world, mate, yeah? But he's got the brain. He's got the brain. Why am I being fucking hacked here, mate? What was all that about? Why is my bro? What the fuck was that about? Why is that just changing? Am I being hacked? Someone hacking me, bro. It's about the brain. Yeah, Busquets, man. Busquets. Oh my days. He wasn't fast, but he had it up here. He knew what was the score, man. Rodri the same. Rodri is faster. Yeah, Rodri is faster than Busquets. But it's about here. If he's got the intelligence, he will put himself in the position, yeah, to not get exposed. This is the thing, right, with these players in the sixth position, yeah? They know where to be. They know what to do. They know when to press. They know when not to press. So I don't really have a problem with the fact that he might not be the fastest guy in the world, because that can be fine as long as he knows where to be on the football pitch. If he doesn't, we're going to be in the same mud that we've got with Kovacic and that, yeah? But he won't fail because he's slow. If he does fail, he'll fail because he's not got the brain to play the six, yeah? So I remember, guys, this as well, yeah? I don't need him. In my opinion, you guys can disagree. We don't need him to be an amazing six. What we need him to be is just a competent, half-decent wing it six, like Gundogan was back in the day. Because when Rodri's back, Rodri will be the six, and this guy won't play the six. He'll play next to Rodri. Yeah? All I need him to do is when Rodri's not available, i.e. injured or suspended or rest, just don't be utter dog shit as a six. Now, unfortunately, when he's going to come in as a six for the rest of the season. I don't need you to be Rodri, mate. I don't need you to be Fernandinho. I just need you to be not utter crap, which I'm afraid these other guys, when they're playing in the six, are, because they can't do it. That's all I need you to be. It's just all right. That's all. I'm not asking for you to be amazing, because you don't need to be amazing, because after this season, you ain't going to play there anyway. And let's be honest, it sounded like Rodri's going to be back in a couple of months anyway. So you probably only have to play it till what? March, April? Just don't be dead. Just don't be dead. That's all I'm asking, bro. And then you can go back into the 6-8 hybrid role. But, bro, this as well, man. I don't care, bro. I don't care, mate, about speak English, bro. You know what I mean? I think we're way overdoing this whole can he speak English thing. You know, I think it started with Huzanov, yeah? And we're starting to overdo it, in my opinion, bro, about, oh, this guy can't speak English. I don't care, bro. Yeah, the guy speaks Spanish. Half the team speaks Spanish, mate, yeah? Yeah, half the team speaks Spanish or Portuguese. I'm not asked about this, you know what I mean? Bro, my thing is, yeah, can he stop wadding for transitional plays? Can he stop counter-attacks? Can he tackle a football player? Can he stop our midfield being run through every single game? And if the answer to that is he can do it a little bit, or he can do it better than Kovacic and Gundogan, he's got the thumbs up from me. My expectations are literally on the floor here, guys. Yeah, I'm not sitting here saying he's going to be amazing. I'm just sitting here saying surely he's going to be better than Kovacic and Gundogan in the six. And that is all I'm looking for, because unfortunately that's where we're at as a season, you know. So we'll see how he gets on, man. Can he speak aerial duels? Well, he's 6'2". Get a bit of height in there. You know what I mean? Get a bit of power. Yeah. And by the way, yeah, what we're going to do in the summer, by the way, Tiki, yeah, because we need too much. Well, not in Viana now, yeah. Unlucky Viana, you've got to fucking land the big dog now. This summer, we need to land 2 midfielders, by the way, because we cannot go into the season next year with Gundogan and Kovacic as second choice. We need more than that. So we need to go into the summer next year, yeah, and we need to be buying players, yeah. I need a Barella, Bruno G, Tonali, these type of players, man, in the team. We've got to upgrade. I need 2 more midfielders. I need a creative midfielder and I need an all-rounder. That's what we need. This is, bro, I'm telling you this, yeah. This rebuild has only just begun. We're about 25% of the way in with this guy. I need a new right back. I need a centre back. I need 2 midfielders. I need a winger. I need a strike. And bro, I'm telling you now, but I need so much more. I need so much more. This squad is done, man. You know what I mean? There's 6 or 7 players in this squad that need to leave in the summer, yeah, because of various different reasons. And we need to reinvest and buy players. And it's the only way out of it. It's the only way out of it. And rival fans will be like, oh, you just want to buy players? Yeah, that's what I want to do because I want to keep on winning. Yeah, you just focus on your club who don't spend no money. Yeah, I'll focus on my club and we will keep winning because you need to spend money. And I think they will. I think they'll go out in the summer and they'll buy someone. Who? I don't know. Will it be Baleba? Will it be Barella? Someone like that? But we've only just begun here. Nico Gonzalez is a small fish when you look at the overall transfer strategy, because this summer we need a starting right back. I think you need a new centre back, a starter, unless you're going to really trust one of these new kids, which, let's be honest, he's probably not. You need 2 midfielders, and then I think you need another attacker. Real talk, man. I think you need another attacker. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I've been told you guys. I've been on this sort of like this squad is dead. We need to rebuild thing for about 3 months now, and I'm happy. Listen. I'm happy. There's a poll in the chat. I'm going to do a new poll in the chat in a second. I'm content with the business they've done. I don't think it's the most amazing business they've ever done. Yeah, and I don't think we're anywhere near a 10. Yeah, I think for me, I'm looking at this and say, right, your transfer window is Marmouche, decent. Gonzalez, maybe decent. We'll see. And then 2, I'm giving it like a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah. But this summer, we have to go big, mate. We have to keep pushing. We cannot take the foot off the gas and think, oh, yeah, we can take. No. We have to keep on going, mate. Yeah, this is the start of the rebuild. And we need to keep it going, man. Yeah, this is the first couple of bricks in the rebuild. We've got a load more bricks that we need to build, man. I'm telling you. It's an 8. It's really not an 8 for me. It's not an 8 for me at all. And Echeverry doesn't count, man, because Echeverry was done time ago. Honestly, I'm not saying it's not a 10. It's not a 10 for me. I mean, you guys can say it's a 10 if you want. It's nowhere near a 10 for me. We've got no right back. Yeah, our defense is in disarray. Our goalkeeper's constantly getting injured, and now we've got Ortega at the back. Yeah, it's not for me. It's not. I would have needed, for me, if we would have got Cambiasso, I'm up there near the 10s. But I can't give it a 10. No, I can't give it a 10, mate. No, I'm not there, man. Fair dues to you, man. Yeah, I think so, okay. I think so. I don't think it's anywhere near a 10, to be honest with you. Not Cambiasso, I'm there. I'm there. I hear it with Cambiasso. But I'm the same, Pulpit. I'm the same. 6.5, 7, whatever. One more, get it closer to a 9. But yeah, Cambiasso's dead, bro. Well, he's not dead, but the Cambiasso signing is dead. But yeah, I'm 6.5. I'm 6.5. There we go. But listen, I'm happy that the club is shown intent. I'm happy to see the club is shown intent. Yeah, that is positive. That is good stuff. I always thought that the club would show intent. You know what I mean? Leading up to this, I was never buying the whole we're only going to sign 2 players. You know, in the end, we've got 4 plus Juma Bar. We've got Echeverry coming in. You know, I'm a massive fan of Echeverry. I've watched him a lot. I think he's going to be super exciting. I don't think he's going to play that much this year. But he looks a super exciting player. But we've got to keep the foot on the gas now in the summer. I told you guys, I think it's going to cost best part of £500 million to rebuild this squad. Yeah, now what? We're at 175 in. Yeah, we're 175 in. I said £500 million is what I think it's going to take to rebuild this squad. And we're 175 million in. We still need a right back. I still think we need a new centre back. Yeah, we're probably going to need a new goalkeeper. We need 2 midfielders. So they might not buy an attacker. They might sack off the attacker in the summer because going into next season, you'll have Haaland, Marmoush as your strikers, and then as your wingers, you'll have Marmoush again, Bob, Savio, and Doku. So they might not buy an attacker. They might not buy an attacker, but I still think you need two midfielders. You need a defender. I think you need a centre back. You need a right back and a goalkeeper. So I think my 500 million quid rebuild budget was probably about right. Now, are they going to do it all in the summer? I don't know, because it's a lot of money, innit? It's a lot of money. You know what I mean? But, if they want to rebuild properly, they've got to do it, man. They've got to do it. But I'm just glad we're not like these other dead teams, man, that just don't spend money. You know what I mean? And their fans just weird fan base, innit? I see fans coming into my chat be like, oh, that's right, just spend money again. Yeah, that's the aim of the game, you mutant. Do you know what I mean? I'm so glad my club ain't like those other clubs that don't spend money and do the PR bids. £45 million bid for Watkins, bro. Get out of here, man. PR. Yeah, at least my club actually buys players. Do you know what I mean? And tries. And listen, I get why they didn't buy Cambiasso, because if the rumours are true that Juventus didn't want to sell him for anything less than 75 million, City never going to spend 75 million on him. They're never going to do that. They're never going to do that. So I understand why they didn't buy Cambiasso. I would have liked to buy Cambiasso as a name. But listen, maybe now we can look at someone else. We can look at another right back and see what's going on the market. Obviously Nobbins really likes Singo from Monaco. I ain't really seen that guy too much, Singo, but I know a lot of you guys in the chat have watched him at Monaco. Maybe he's an option. I think with the right back situation I see a lot of people saying we needed to get a right back this window. I would have liked to have got a right back this window, and that's why if I would have got a right back, I would have had this window towards the 10. But you've got to also adjust your expectations. Yeah, unfortunately, we do. We ain't winning the league. We ain't winning the Champions League. And let's be honest, we're probably not going to win the FA Cup, right? So Joe, I would rather now put a Kanji at right back. My thing, if it was me, yeah, if I was playing FIFA, I'd put a Kanji at right back, and my centre backs would be Diaz and Stones. Well, Stones gets injured. Ake, when Ake gets injured, one of the new guys, Gavadio at left back, right? That's what I would do. I personally would play a Kanji right back. So I think you can get away with that. That gets your top four. And unfortunately, as upsetting as it is to say this, because we've had such high standards, that is the goal now, because our season's muddied, and that gets you top four. So I understand why they're not going to go shell out and spend 75 million, because he's never worth 75 million. No right back in the world is worth 75 million. Yeah, I don't even think Trent is worth 75 million. But that gets you to the summer, and then they'll go and they'll look at the market, they'll assess the market. And listen as well, the right back market, there is a lot of right backs out there in Europe. There's a lot of right backs out there. I remember asking you guys time and time again. I've said this. We've had discussions about this in the chat, and I've said to you guys, "Oh, give me some right backs." And you guys have thrown out a lot of names. Some positions I'll say, "Oh, chat, give me a name." The goalkeeper one is tough. There's only a couple of names out there, but the right back, there's quite a lot of right backs out there. So maybe City are just like, you know what, we're not desperate for one now. We'll wait until the summer. We can get away with a Kanji. We can get away with Nunes, and in the summer we'll go and get someone. And that's what they've probably done. But listen, it's a start. We've spent some decent money, £175 million. It proves to everybody. It proves to everybody in the world that you can spend money in January. January is a window that you can do business. Yes, it's difficult. But ultimately, money talks. A lot of these leagues players have release clauses. So, you can get players. There's a myth that you can't sign players in January. It's complete utter BS. If you couldn't sign players in January, they'd just scrap the window, because what's the point? You can sign players. Teams don't want to do it. Yeah, and City approved this window that you can spend money, you can get players through the door. And two of the players, Vita Hayes and Abdikadir Huzanov, are ones for the future. But the other two are ones for here and now. And I think one of the reasons people are a little bit frustrated, right? Because it's took this long to get him in. And really, that is poor that it's taken this long to get Gonzalez in. But you know, and I do think it's poor. I do think it's poor. I'm not trying to glaze. I do think it's really poor. The only thing I would say is we don't fully know what's gone in the background. Maybe they did try. Maybe they've been trying to get other players in, and they've just gone, we can't get anyone in. It's going to have to be this guy. You know what I mean? And then it's like, if you spoke to Tiki and you said, Tiki, why has it took you 34 days to get this guy through the window? Yeah, when we needed him in the week 1. Maybe you'd say, you know what, bro? This is why we tried this guy. Then that happened. Then we tried this guy. Then that happened. Then we tried this guy. And then eventually we just got to this point when you needed it, so we got him. Yeah, I don't know. We don't fully know. Now, will we ever know? Don't know. Well, maybe some of the journalists will release something in current weeks. I'm not making excuses for the board, Itchy. I'm not. It might sound like I am. I don't. I think it's poor. Let me just clarify. I think it's really poor that it's taken us 34 days. Yeah, is it 34 days? Yeah, 34 days to get this guy in. However, at the same time, I'm just saying something might have happened in the background. But I do think it's poor. It's not excuses. I'm being balanced. I'm being a balanced person. I think it's shit that it took us this long. At the same time, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they've been working on something. Being balanced, bro. I'm trying to be balanced, you know. Sometimes being balanced doesn't work because then you get cooked from both sides. I've learned that. I've learned that by doing this YouTube thing for years. Being balanced is always not the best position, because by being balanced, you then just piss off people on both sides. Sometimes you're better off just saying, fuck the board, get them out. This is absolutely embarrassing. At least then you're only going to piss off one section of the fan base. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Smash these likes up, people. If you've not done so already, smash the likes up. I want to speak about who we're going to go for in the summer now, because like I said earlier on, this cannot be it. We've got to keep our foot on the gas pedal and keep on trying to strive for better in the summer. We need at least 2 more midfielders for me. And like I say, I think we will be approaching that £500 million spent budget, which I said would be the target. Yo, big up to, I'm going to go through some of these super chats, man. They've been sat here a while. My bad, guys. Scottish City fan. I'll read it out. I can't bring it up on screen, bro, because you sent it before the stream, my guy. Moving mad, but I can read it out anyway. Scottish City fan sent a super chat earlier. He said, this guy can tackle and intercept. He's strong and he's fast, can score goals, and has an eye for a pass. Drives forward with the ball. He's mint. Let's have a look at his stats again from this season. Now, I know that obviously we're mainly looking at his sort of defensive stats, right? That's what we're looking for, really. We're not really that bothered about his G&A, given the fact that that's not the issue. I mean, it would be nice to have a player that can score more goals and get assists. But for me, it's more about defensive. But let's just have a quick look. And as you can see this year, yeah, I know football's not all about G&A, but it's worth a look. Pretty decent numbers, man. You know what I mean? 7 goals, 6 assists, 11 yellow cards. Love to see that as well. Yeah. I need to see more players getting stuck in. Yeah. I'm tired of watching these soft players in midfield, not putting a tackle in. Yeah, fucking get stuck in, man. Yeah, this is why I want Huzanov in the team. This is why I want Diaz in the team. I want players in the team that actually put in a tackle, mate. And if you take a yellow, fuck it. Yeah, we don't have enough players in this team, yeah, that can get stuck in, mate. Get me Huzanov in this team. Get me Diaz in this team. And get me this guy in the team as well. Yeah, exactly, Louise. I want to see some passion, man. I want to see some passion. Watching Gundogan and Kovacic just let people walk past him. Fucking take them out, man. Yeah. Take them out, man. So anyway, some decent numbers there. Like I say, we're not really that focused too much on these G&A numbers, because this ain't really what we're looking for this season. We're looking for his defensive attributes. But it's nice to see that he can chip in with some goal involvements, because if you remember, obviously, going into next year, this guy, you'd assume, obviously, we don't know who we're going to buy in the summer, so maybe he'll hold bench. We don't know what's going to happen. But let's just say this guy is going to play next to Rodri next season. We're going to need him to chip in with some G&A, just like Gundogan did in the treble year. Yeah? Sits next to Rodri, we're out of possession, on the ball, going forward, starts to create, put some nice passes through, chips in with the odd goal. Nice. That's all we're looking for, man. I don't need crazy numbers. Yeah, I'm not looking for 25 G&A. If you can chip in with 7 or 8 goals a season, 10 assists, 10 created chat, yeah, that's good, man. That's good. We can't just rely on one player in midfield to create everything. Yeah. You look at all our best years. Yeah. We've had Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Silva. Yeah. We've had 2 players that can create. Yeah. You look at it now. You got Foden, who I don't really think is a creator. He can create, but he's not a creator. That's not his main sort of attribute. You got Kevin De Bruyne, who's just not fit and is clearly on the decline, and that's it. That's literally it. Yeah, because he's not going to play McAtee in there. And obviously Gundogan, fucking hell, too slow to get over the pitch to create anything. Same with Kovacic. So we need to get some creative players in there. I think we should look at Xavi Simons personally, because I think that deal that they've done with Leipzig and PSG, that stinks of he's getting sold this summer or next summer. Yeah, I think they've done that to get a quick cash. Yeah, you don't sign a player for 50 million and put him on a 2.5-year contract. He's got 2 years left on a contract in the summer. He's not even signed a contract. That stinks to me of. Someone's gone to Leipzig and said, listen, we'll take Xavi Simons. Why don't you activate that clause and we'll get him off you a quick cash? Yeah, something like that. If City go to Leipzig now in the summer and say, here's 80 million, bang, Leipzig have just made, what, £30 million profit in 6 months? They've got to sell him. I mean, let's be honest. They've got to sell him in this summer. Or maybe next summer, but they've got to sell him at some point because he's only got 2 years left on the contract. I need a Nico. I'm holding out for a Nico till the end of the night. He's got to be strong and he's got to be fast and he's got to be fresh from the fight. When do you guys come up with these, man? Honestly, you guys moving mad. Big up LB, bro. Big up Piplup as well. Says he's mint on Football Manager, mate. Don't worry. That's great news. That's brilliant news. Exactly what I wanted to hear, Piplup. Hopefully good, bro. Just a shit Matthias Nunes will flop. Hashtag Nico agenda, says Dr. Footy. He does have a PhD in hateology, though. So we will see. Big up to Johnny as well with a 17 months. I appreciate that, Johnny. Big up, man. Says, love the signing. Hope he can hit the ground running. Need 2 midfielders and a right back in the summer. Completely agree. I'd argue as well, we need a centre-back. Yeah. I'd argue as well, we need a centre-back unless we're going to give these 2 young guys a proper chance. We're going to need a goalkeeper as well, probably, if Edison leaves, which is... I don't want to get stuck into the goalkeeping situation again because I get really triggered. Yeah, it triggers me, guys. Yeah. But we might need a goalkeeper because Ortega ain't it. Listen, I like that Mark Way. I like him. I think he's decent. I thought he was really good for England. And he's only 24. He's got Premier experience. I think he's got a lot of growth. But a lot of people don't like him, man. Big up to LB. Says a proper 6 like Baleba and a solid centre-back in the summer. And a right-back. Yeah. Big up to Ashish. Says, I wanted Edison. This guy looks like a slow Rodri. I don't know about Edison, bro. You know what I mean? I'm scarred by the first watch along I did of him where he was absolutely horrific. But clearly Atlanta weren't going to sell him. Or if they did, they would want a ridiculous fee because City obviously wanted him. We got the Jack Gordon said City wanted him. So, yeah. There's quite a lot of you guys did want Edison, man. He wouldn't have changed the result yesterday. I think he would have stopped it from being 5, Rob. I think he would have stopped it from being 5. That's the thing, mate. For me, I don't think he comes in and just completely changes the results. But I think he stops that from being 5. Yeah, he probably stops PSG from being 4. Yeah, Sporting Lisbon, 4. Spurs, 4. He probably stops a little bit of that. Do you know what I mean? Feyenoord, 3. So he probably win the Feyenoord game if he's in the side. Yeah, we might sneak a draw against PSG. I don't think what I'm saying is, yeah, I think he stops about 25% of the attacks, 1 in 4. Doesn't sound great, but when you're getting run through 20 times a game, turns out to be quite a lot in terms of volume. And that's where I'm trying to get the positive views from. But yeah, we still lose yesterday, 100%. Yeah. Mihail says he's faster, higher speed than Rodri. Check it, says Mihail. Bro, I don't know where... The speed is not the be-all and end-all, man. It's really not the be-all and end-all. It's the brains, man. It's all about the brains, guys. It really is. If he's got the brain for playing in that position, speed ain't a problem, man. Yeah? It's Busquets, bro. Anyone says speed, I'll say Busquets. Busquets was slow as shit, yeah? One of the best CDMs of all time. Yeah, I think Rodri's overtaken him now, personally, yeah? But he's one of the greatest CDMs of all time. He wasn't quick. Yeah, but he knew how to manipulate his body. He knew where to be on the football pitch. He knew how to organize people around him because he had the brain. And this guy's come out of same fucking academy. Yeah, and hopefully he's got the brain for it. So we'll see, man. Listen, we'll see. He's played in Clásicos with Barca. He'll be fine playing Madrid. Exactly, Andre. Throw him in, man. You got to throw him in, bro. Yeah, we can't be playing Kovacic and Gundogan against Real Madrid. My days. Big up, bro. Big up to Keon as well. Says, remember, we have 2. Remember, we have 2. Remember, that we just need our mids to defend small spaces because with our high line, we can press teams. We need our mids to stop the ball in behind, says Keon. Facts. I also would like my midfielders to start playing forward passes. Oh, guys, sorry. I'm going to trigger a lot of you now, guys. Bit of a trigger warning here, yeah? But someone posted something on Twitter before, yeah? I need to stay off Twitter days after. When we get smacked up, yeah? When we get smacked up in a game, I need to come off Twitter, mate, because it ain't good for me, mate. Yeah, look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at my moose there. Look at all the space. Look at all the space. Bernardo, bro. Play the freaking ball. It's not even a difficult pass, mate. Not even a difficult pass, bro. Yeah, I don't actually know what he did with this pass. Does anyone know what he did? Did anyone know what he did with that pass? But he needed to just play the bloody ball forward, man. But yeah, he did make the ball. But this is the thing, yeah. People are starting to clock it now. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. And some people have been saying it even longer than me. I clocked it a couple of weeks ago that these players are refusing to pass the ball forward because they're scared of losing the ball. And they're playing the safe option, which turns out not to be safe because you end up in a worse fucking position on the pitch. And other people are starting to clock it now. And these people are fucking clipping it up and that, putting it online. And I'm like, yo, it's true, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm not waffling when I'm talking about this, mate. When people are showing me clips like this and saying it's factual information. He passed it to Savio, apparently. Mad. Crazy, bro. But yeah, big up to Keon, man. Big up to Francesco. Says, call me pessimistic, but does he change what happened yesterday? Off the pitch is important mentality. Pep. No, he doesn't. He doesn't change what happened yesterday. Stops it from being 5-1. It stops it from being an absolute embarrassment of a result. Yeah? He improves the midfield. Again, we're not asking for him to save us. Yeah, even though that's what the thumbnail is, right? We're not asking for him to save us. Yeah? We're asking him to improve us as much as he possibly can. If it's 5%, great. If it's 10%, great. If it's 20%, great. If it's 50%, great. Just improve us from the absolute dross that we are in midfield to whatever you can do. But we are not going to see the best Manchester City until Rodri's back in this team, until we sign better players. Yeah? We've got a load of bozos at the back. Nunes, Akanji, both bozos. Yeah? Foden playing that dead ball. He's not going to change what happened yesterday, bro, but he probably keeps it semi-respectable. He probably keeps it semi-respectable, to be honest with you. Yo, big up Craig, man. Have a good one, bro. You know, that's the truth. That's the truth. Let me go through some of these, man. Big up to Francesco. Big up to Daction as well. Says, was good times when Rodri was getting 9 points. I know, bro. I know. Bad, mate. It's bad. I tell you what, right? You guys might not want to hear this. I'm going to say it anyway. I'm sure you'll all agree, but you'll probably not like me saying it. I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say it, chat. Fuck, I'm going to say it, but you won't like me saying it, yeah? But you'll understand where I'm coming from. This Rodri ACL, how can I word this in a way that doesn't sound really bad? Might be long-term. Let me try and word this right. Long-term, this Rodri ACL might be a good thing because hopefully they'll never, ever make this mistake ever again. Yeah? Because let's be honest, it was a disgrace. It was a disgrace. Yeah? Do you remember the Club World Cup game? Club World Cup in, was it Saudi? Where did we play that? Anyway, do you remember the Club World Cup game when he went down and held his knee? And every single person, yeah, said, shit, we're fucked. And then he got back up on his feet, yeah? And then they refused to sign anyone competent in the summer. I said Kimmich. Some other people said Bruno. They went and got Gundogan. Yeah, cheap skated out. The only thing I can say is hopefully this experience will make them never, ever, ever do this again. And if they do it again, it's incompetence at the highest level. It shows they've not learned, and whoever's responsible should be fired. Yeah? So maybe I didn't word that in the correct sort of way, but hopefully you guys see where I'm coming from and understand my thinking behind it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Big up to Frank, big up Daction. Big up Frank says, not much communication from Fabrizio Ornstein or the top City journalists regarding Cambiasso today. Seems slightly odd, in my opinion. Yeah, it was only, I think it was Ben Jacobs. I don't recall seeing anybody else saying what's gone on there. I think City have just walked away because Juventus have refused. I said it this morning. I think Simon Mullock from the Mirror was probably right what he said last week. That City put in a £54 million bid for him. They rejected it and wanted 75. City went, do you want to negotiate? We can potentially come up to 60 mark with add-ons. And they went, no, 75. And then City just went, we're miles away here. It's not going to happen. And just walked away, you know? Maybe it's the fact that he's injured. He might actually be injured and City like, we're not signing him if he's injured. But, yeah, 75 million is ridiculous. So I understand why City have walked away from the Cambiasso deal if it is 75 million quid. Because that's not going to change anything. He's not going to win us the Prem. He's unlikely to be the difference in the FA Cup. And we're not going to win the Champions League with him or without him. So I understand why they've just gone, you know what? We'll park that one. We'll park that one until the summer. And we'll see what's going on in the summer. I understand why they've done that. But, yeah. That's the truth. That's the truth. Let's have a look. I didn't say they were bad, but you can't say that. You don't think they've made a mistake, Mark? You don't think they've made a mistake? Of course they made a mistake. I'm not saying sack them. I'm saying they made a mistake, and hopefully this experience will mean that they'll never make this mistake again. You don't think they made a mistake not buying a Rodri? You're being serious. You're trying to tell me you don't think they made a mistake not buying a midfielder in the summer? You're being serious? With all the midfielders that were out there in the summer, you don't think they made a mistake getting Gundogan on a free transfer? Come on, Mark. Come on, man. We're not calling them out. Yeah, we're not saying sack the board. We're just saying they made a mistake and they're learning from it. And if they're not learning from it, why are they buying Gonzalez? They're buying him because the midfield's bad. Come on, man. Come on, what are we doing here? Built to Jason, man, says this rebuild is a 3 transfers late. I'm happy we are showing we made business. Still annoyed that we got embarrassed by a team filled with players with a dinner plate to their name. Fuming Brer, says Jason. Says that with a 10. Yeah, it is probably a bit late, but it is what it is. At least they're sorting it out now. It's better late than never. So they're sorting it out. Like I say, at least my club is actually signing players and trying to sort it out, unlike some other football clubs who just don't do any business and do all the PR stuff. So, yeah, fair dues. They're getting it sorted eventually. But, yeah, there we go. Built to Chicken Wing as well. Says Fabrizio said City was interested in 3 midfielders, the Betis player, Nico, and can't name the third player because he's not allowed. What? What? What do you mean he's not allowed? Isn't that his job? Isn't that literally his job? I thought his literal job is to report on players. What do you mean he's not allowed to report on players? What is going on there? And what is he talking today? Fair dues, Mark. Your opinion. I mean, I disagree with your opinion. You disagree with mine, but it's you're entitled to your opinion. What do you mean he's not allowed? What did he say? Is he talking about today? Like we might be signing another player today, or is he talking about in the summer? What? I don't see his stream. He's signed an NDA. What? I don't understand. Let me know in the chat. Clarify what you mean. Is he talking about City might be signing another player today, or is he talking about this is a player that we might be signing in the summer? Oh, it's a summer signing. So it's a load of waffle then. So if I could sit here and say, guys, I've got some news for you guys. I've been told today, you'll never guess what, guys. I've been told today that Manchester City are signing a right back in the summer. Exclusive news. Yeah, my source has told me it's a legit source. But I can't tell you who. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here, bro? NDA for a transfer gossip. My God, man. What are we doing? Oh, my days. What's going on, mate? What's going on? Wild. Built Chicken Wing. Built to Mohammed as well says, watch Pep ain't going to start him against Madrid. He's got to start him against Madrid. Otherwise, what are we doing here? He'll start him against Madrid. He will. Why doesn't Pep put Jack in the midfield again like Forest? I don't get it, mate. He did that against Juve and it was crap. So it's like, I think people forget about that Juventus game, you know. People forget about that Juventus game. Because he played him in midfield against Forest. And I think people glazed the performance a little bit. If I'm being honest with you, yeah, I think people glazed his performance. He played well. Yeah, he played well. I do think people glazed him. He then played in midfield against Juventus and he was bad. He's bad against Juventus. So that's probably why. He probably tried it and thought, nah. And I think, to be honest with you, yeah, if I'm being completely honest with you, yeah, I think Pep can't be fucked with Jack Grealish anymore. I think he's done with Grealish. Done with him. He called him out, didn't he, a couple of weeks ago in the press conference. He hardly plays. He's gone in the summer. He's gone. He can't be asked with him. Yeah, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumours. I don't really like to get involved in that because I don't know what's true and what's not true. But in my opinion, I don't think Pep can be asked with Grealish anymore. Yeah, people forget it, Benno. People forget it. It's kind of mad. And I do think people glaze the performance against Forest. He played well against Forest, but it wasn't anything special. You know what I mean? Big up to Abu as well. Says, LB, I'm a big Barca fan. I watched him in his La Masia days. He's press resistant and he's also good at defending. He's good at progressive passes too. Big up to you, man, for the information. Listen, I've seen a lot of Barcelona fans online saying this is a good signing for City. And, you know, I think that's, you can. Has the internet back? Freesby. Oh, it's just a standard. It's just a standard internet going down randomly at random times, guys. It might go down again in a second. It will come back if it does go down. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, you guys are probably like me. You guys are probably like me in that you've probably never seen him play. So we can only go off YouTube comps, scout reports, what rival fans say. And you can only take it with a pinch of salt because at the end of the day, right, you don't know whether it's going to work or not. So we'll just wait and see if it works. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it does. But we'll see, mate. We'll see. Let's see what you guys are saying. Give me some of your opinions, man. Let me get some of your opinions up on the screen. Give me your opinions, man. I've said it. I've sat here for 52 minutes. I've told you what I think. Yeah, we'll speak about summer transfers in a second. Yeah, we'll go on to that in a minute. But give me some of your opinions, man. You what you saying? You happy? You sad? You think it's going to be good? Let me see what you're saying, man. Barcelona fans will say this because they get 20 million from sell clause. Maybe that is true. Yeah, they get 40%. Apparently, Porto could buy back 20% of the rights for 6 mil. So they've probably done that. We actually have a midfield now. Mashallah, says Kerry. Come on, bro. See what you guys are saying. I think it's a good signing, not going to lie. He's going to really help us, says D3. Big up to you, bro. Play Mamouche, Hayes, Kuzanov, Gonzalez against Leyton Orient, says Annie. Louise says it's a good signing for the time being. Hopefully, he can help us get top 4. I think so. I think we'll get top 4 now. I think we will. I think this is going to be a rough month. Just prepare yourself. You know what I mean? Prepare yourself for this month. Ain't going to be pretty, mate. You know, if you don't like it when I'm getting stressed doing watch alongs, probably swerve my channel for a month. But after this month, I think we'll. You know, I think we'll probably get through it. But I do think we'll get top 4 from here. Is Nico Gonzalez the new Phillips? Hope not. Tom says we must stop gambling on random players instead of signing proven world-class players, which we need. I think that midfielder will probably come in the summer. I think City probably did try and get a world-class midfielder this January. I think they've just failed for various reasons. I think they'll try and go and get one of those guys in the summer, Tom. And if they don't, I don't know what we're doing. Rodri, Nico on a summer signing and KDB Foden and a new signing in the summer should be the goal, says Joseph. Cronenberg says, I think he'll be a good 8. He isn't a 6 at all like we needed, unfortunately. He's basically a Kovacic. Check the stats in the DM. Yeah, I'll check it in a second, bro. Just see your message. I'll put it up on screen. Itchy Goat says, still need a right back. I don't trust Akanji, Nunes or Rico. Nor do I, but for 6 months to get us top 4, I do. Yeah, I trust him to get us top 4, but in the summer, we definitely need to get a right back. That's facts. Never watched him, never heard of him. Name sounds cool. Could play midfield. Gas says Amir. I'll take anyone a half decent, says AD. Low fat, mo fat, says good signing. We need 2 more defenders. Need to get rid of Akanji and Stone, says Akash. See what you guys are saying. A bit up to Josh, says I'm happy with the window. Marmouche Gonzalez isn't bad at all. The centre backs hopefully come good. Yeah, man. Facts. It's been a good window, man. It's been a decent window. It's just, you know, it's just gutting to be in this situation, man. it's got him to be in the situation. But on the whole, I think if you would have said to me at the start of the season or the start of the window, LB, you're going to get Marmoush, Gonzalez, and these two really highly rated up and coming young defenders, I think I would have been pretty happy. Unfortunately, I'm unable. Some of you guys might be able to do it. I'm unable to separate what just happened yesterday to my emotions now, looking at it rationally. Yeah. I'm struggling to just say, yeah, it's been a minute window when we just got thumped 5-1 yesterday. I'm struggling to do that. Although I loved it, winning the league last year was probably bad in the long term. Gave the club a false sense of security. Yeah, you know what? That sounds bad. It sounds weird saying that, but it's like my ACL thing with Rodri. You know, you're probably right. You know what I mean? And my ACL thing is like, hopefully they'll never make this mistake again. Yeah. But yeah, you're probably right. If we didn't win we didn't really deserve to win the league last year. Let's be honest. KDB come back and done a madness. Rodri was player of the year, and Foden was player of the year in the Premier League. So you know, I think we got carried a little bit last year. We need a new system because our defense hasn't been great ever, but we would score 3 or 4 a game. Now we can't even create 3 chances a game, says Sam. Many Barcelona fans wanted him back to come back to Barca. He is good, says Abu. Big up to you, man. Good hearing from you, man. Thoughts on playing Nico's together? Ain't going to happen. Pointless speaking about it. Don't know why we kept holding Nico O'Reilly. Might as well have sold him. Nico, here we go. A bit of news about his contract length. Nico Gonzalez will sign a 5.5-year contract with Manchester City, while Barcelona will earn around 20 million euros from the transfer due to a sell-on agreement. So they've not activated that extra clause thing then, because I'm sure someone said to me, because that is 40%, right, of 60 mil, no? I'm sure someone in the chat said that Porto had the opportunity to spend 6 million to Barca and they would receive like 20% or 25% of that sell on back. So I'm not sure how I don't really care, to be honest. It's not my club, it's not my money, I don't give a shit. Diamande and Cambiasso in the summer let the 30-plus-year-old defenders go, says Arvida Zane. Yeah, man. I think we're gonna have to make some moves. Positive AD. That is facts. Facts. Marmoushi's corners, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Yeah, very, very impressive indeed. Okay, we speak about summertime transfers now. So I need a right back. The centre-back one's awkward because I don't know how quickly Kuzanov and Vita Hayes are going to be able to step into that centre-back position and be competent. So I think my decision on whether or not we need to sign a big dog centre-back will depend on these next 5 months. Yeah? If Kuzanov and Vita Hayes don't convince me by the end of the season that they are able to start football matches in big games and be good enough, my decision will be, I think we need to go and get a centre-back. If we're chilling, I would probably keep Ake and Stones and keep the 2 newbies and say that's fine. I'd keep Akanji as rotational, but his position in the squad can't be starter. Yeah, he's got to be a rotational. Yeah. I definitely need a right back, and unfortunately, I'm probably going to need a goalkeeper, which is really sad. But we're probably going to need a goalkeeper. I need 2 midfielders. I need a creator, yeah, and I need an all-rounder. Someone that can do just a bit of everything. A bit of everything. Yeah, maybe a Barella, don't know. It would be nice to get someone like a Bruno G or a Baleba in. We'll see. And maybe go get Xavi Simons. Maybe he's the guy. And I'm looking at that thinking, right back, potentially centre back, and 2 midfielders. 4 players. 4 players. I think that's all I need on the goalkeeper. Maybe the goalkeeper. So maybe 5 if I need a goalkeeper. I think that's probably chilling. I don't think I need too much more there. Because my strikers, I've got 2 strikers. I've got Haaland and Mamouche. My wingers, I've got Bob, Savio, Doku, and Mamouche. Yeah, that's chill. Midfield, I'll have Rodri, Gonzalez, Foden, who can also play on the wing. 2 new midfielders. That's 5. Yeah. I think, plus you might have an academy player in there. I think that's probably enough. And maybe you keep KDB as a 6. I don't know what you do there. And then in defence, I've got Gavadio, Ake, Stones, Diaz, my 2 new centre-backs, a new right-back, and Rico Lewis, and Akanji. I think that's right. I think that's enough. And then you've got your goalkeepers. But the problem is, yeah, these new signings that we're going to make are going to be dollar. Yeah. My creative player is probably going to be either Baena or Xavi Simons. That's 60 to 80 million pounds off of the rip. My all-round midfielder is probably going to be about 50 to 60 mil. So we're up to around 150 mil. Yeah, 130, 150 mils, somewhere around that fee. Yeah. I then need a right back. Let's just call it 55 mil. So we're up to about 200 mil. Potentially might need a centre back. We're looking at around 60 mil. Yeah, we're looking at 268. And then a goalkeeper, 60 mil. We're looking at about 320. Add the 320 onto the 170. Bang, you're at 500 million quid. Which is what I said would be the cost of this rebuild. 500 million pounds will what it'll be what it costs to rebuild this squad. Yeah. Simmons is a scrub. I've never seen him play. I'm just coming to terms that we ain't signing Wirtz and we ain't signing Musiala. I would love Harsh. I would love Wirtz. We ain't getting him. We ain't getting him. I think we should try. Intent, guys, is my new word. Yeah, I'm going to get a scan. Intent. That's it. Word, bang. I'm going to scrub the word out. It's going to be intent. You've got to try and get him. I don't think he wants to come to Manchester City, from what I've heard. Yeah. We'll see, innit? Musiala, try and get him. He's still not signed a contract. Try and get Musiala. Yeah. It would be nice if we can get Musiala. The thing is with this Musiala deal, yeah, he's still not signed his contract, mate. He's still not signed a contract, Musiala. Yeah. We're in February now. He's only got 1 year left on his contract in the summer, by the way. I would be, if I was Manchester City now, I would be going to Musiala's camp and saying, is there any sort of desire, regardless of how small, that he might want to come to Manchester City in the summer? Anything. And if I get anything positive back in that, yeah, he wouldn't rule it out. I'm getting on it straight away. I'm saying, mate, we'll fucking give you 350 grand a week. Yeah. You'll be the guy. We'll put you on a mad contract and you'll be that guy. Yeah. Because if you can get him through the door, my Lord, we have cooked. And he's only got 100. He's only got 100. He's only got 1 year left on his deal, you know. He's only got 1 year left on his deal. So how much? It can't cost that much, really, can it? Probably still going to cost you 100 mil. But I don't think it's going to be 130, 140, 150 mil. Because you just go to Bayern Munich, go, right, and we'll chill for a year, come back and get him on a free, or come back in January and get him on a pre-contract agreement, on a free transfer. And I don't think Bayern would let him leave on a free, so they'd probably sell. I think you could get Musiala for 100 million, which in this market, I think is a good price. I really do. Obviously, we've got Echeverri coming in. Echeverri. You know what I mean? He's been very good, man. Echeverri's been cooking on gas at the Sudamericano. Yo, some of us have been doing the work. Yeah. We've been watching him. We've been doing the scout alongs. I know some of you guys ain't committed to the cause like me and some of the other guys in the chat, but don't worry. We'll do the scout reports and feed it back to you. Yeah, you lazy guys. We will be there. But he's been very, very impressive in the Sudamericano tournament for Argentina. Probably one of the best players in the tournament, if we're being honest with you. That's exciting. He'll be back soon. He will be back in February when that tournament ends. And, you know, there are positives, man. I know we're in the dumps, yeah. And I know I'm quite like, sometimes I get a bit negative, yeah. But like, it's just, I don't like this situation. But I try and be positive, yeah. And there are signs of, like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The problem is the tunnel's fucking massive, yeah. And we're struggling to get to the end of it. But I can see the light. I can see it. I can see the light, mate. It's just the tunnel is fucking miles long. Yeah, and we're traveling at snail's pace. But eventually we'll get to the end of the tunnel, man, and we'll be fucking, yeah, we'll be there. Juma Bar can be the centre back you want. Cool, bring him in if he's good enough. If he's good enough. I don't want no bums. I don't want no bums, Mukesh, yeah? I need, yeah, quality players. because we've not signed enough good players over the last couple of years. We've signed rotation, Gundogan rotation, Kovacic rotation, Nunes rotation. Yeah, Savio is not here and now. Doku is not here and now. I need players that are good enough to come straight into the first team and cook. You know? Juma Bar is absolute beast, a Kanji replacement. If he's good enough, get him in the team, man. Yeah? Let's see what you guys are saying. Echa Messi comes off to a round of applause. Yeah, when is the next Sudamericano game, guys? You guys need to get on it, man. Honestly, if you've not been watching these games, yeah, they're live streamed on YouTube in the UK. If you're outside the UK, they are streamed on like other services, but you can just use a VPN. When is the next game? Let me have a look. I think it might be on Sudamericano. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the fixtures. That's not the fixtures. 2025. Here we go. Right, the next game. I think they play like Paraguay. When's the next game? Paraguay. Here we go. They play. Oh no, they don't. They play Chile. Oh, it's tomorrow. Yo, it's 4 o'clock tomorrow. That can't be the UK time, no? Yo, boys, we got football to watch tomorrow, man. It says it's here at 4 o'clock, but is that UK time? Is that UK time? That might not be UK time. That might be like South American time. That might be South American time. How do I find out? If I control F, Argentina. They're not got it on live score. It says here on Wikipedia, yeah, Chile versus Argentina tomorrow at 4 o'clock. But that might not be UK time. That's Wikipedia time. So that might be something else. You think it's 9? Usually the games have kicked off at 9. In fact, if I go on Cannonball YouTube channel, they schedule all the games. Cannonball. Have they scheduled the games, the watch-alongs? No, they're not scheduled them yet. That's a bit dead. 8 p.m, yeah? Fucking buzzing then. We're there for that, yeah? Big time. He'll start in that game as well. Right, and tomorrow we'll be there. Echeverry watch tomorrow. Am I doing anything tomorrow? What day is it? Tuesday. Any matches on tomorrow? It's Carabao Cup, innit? No. I thought there was games on tomorrow that I was meant to be watching. Buzzing, there's nothing on. Sound, we'll watch that then. We'll watch that tomorrow. See what Echeverry's saying. What happened? I think City just walked away because of the price, man. City walked away for the price. Yeah. I think that's the situation. Yeah, I've seen that, man. Martinez ACL. Unlucky, man. ACLs are just fucking, they're awful, mate. A year out. You got to remember, man, football's a short career, man. You got like 10 years prime in it. You got 10 years of prime football in you as a footballer. Because you break through, 21, you peak at sort of 30, then you're downhill basically in it. So you got like 10 good years. So to have an ACL and rule out a season, that's 10% of your career just gone. It's like crazy, man. Yeah, bro, it's facts, isn't it? The knees, man. The knees are crazy, bro. What has happened to Grealish? I don't know, mate. I can't say, mate. I don't know what's happened to Grealish, mate. I'm kind of bored speaking about Grealish. Honestly, man, it's just like I don't know. I'm just bored speaking about him, man. Yeah, I think it's best for everyone if he just leaves in the summer. It's a shame that it's not worked out properly because I was buzzing. I was over the moon when we signed him. But listen, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Bad times, but he'll go in the summer, man. Yeah, clearly Pep don't like him no more. Bro, you know what's a shame? You know what's a shame, Bandit, yeah? Not even a shame, yeah? Is that Grealish was top 3 players in pre-season. Oh, pre-season hype. I'm not trying to like gas the guy up. I'm just saying legitimately, he was top 3 players. It was Bob, Grealish, and Haaland. And unfortunately, bro got injured and he just could never get back in. Savio started to settle. Doku started to do well. He ain't ever getting back in the team. Do you know what I mean? So that's just the situation, man. Are people aware that Juma Bar joins Lens on loan after signing for? Yeah, I think both people are aware that Bar's gone to Lens. If you're not aware, you are now aware. 16 hours. Oh, yeah, 4 p.m. Yeah. Chile, Argentina time. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, we'll be there, bro. We'll be there, bro. We will be there. Yeah, I'm going live, bro. The content's on madness. I'm gonna have to leave soon because I've got a stream at 7 p.m. with Hugh. So join me back at 7 p.m. 7 till 8. Then I'm on Dan Potsy's channel, 8 till 9, and then 9 p.m. we're back here 9 till 11 doing the deadline day. So we got loads more streams to do, man. Yeah, we're cooking today. We're going out on gas hard. Yeah, pause. We got a City Extra tweet apparently. Is this fake news? Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Payment plan, guys, for the accountants out there. Here we go. Where's the? Here we go. There we go. Chat. Look at this payment plan for those that care. Man City's €60 million fee paid to Porto for Nico Gonzalez does not include any objectives, i.e., add-ons. However, the payment will be made in stages, and 10% going to George Mendes agency. 10%. Bro, I beg you, if you're young, if you're in school, if you're in college, please listen to my advice. Study business, and get into fucking football agency, mate. Yeah? Please. That's my advice is to you is go study business, go uni, do some business degree and shit, and then get into football agency, mate. Please. It's the best advice I can give you in the world, mate, yeah? Because this guy has just got €6 million for brokering a deal. Yeah. It's good advices, Bray. You don't want to take up the advice. Don't take up the advice, yeah? But don't fucking come crying to me in 2 years' time, yeah? When you see all these guys earning £10 million for doing transfers. Yeah, because I'm telling you right here, right now, this is the advice, guys. Yeah. You gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. They're getting capped. They'll still get absolute skrill, mate. They'll still get absolute ridiculous cash. Yeah. They'll still get absolutely ridiculous amounts of money. But yeah. Oh, a good question. Let's end on this. Let's end on this question, guys. Let's end on this. Good point. Yeah. They've spent £175 million. I would be amazed if we get some major punishment. Could we get a points deduction of 20, 30 points? Maybe 40 at a push, maybe. I don't see a transfer ban on its own. I see a transfer ban potentially with more serious punishments, but we're not getting a transfer ban on its own. So, yeah, I have to say, I'd be amazed now if anything serious happened. I'd be amazed. And listen, I think City have a good idea on what's happened here. I think they have a good idea on what the outcome will be. They might not know the full details, but I don't believe that City are just sitting there in the office going, we have no freaking idea what's about to happen. I just don't believe that for a second. I think they'll have some sort of clue as to what's going to happen. I remember as well, they did say they had irrefutable evidence, which means it's impossible to lose the case. Their words, not mine. Yeah. So I have to say, yeah, probably I'm a bit confident, bro. I'm not confident necessarily that we're going to get a full not guilty verdict, but I'm confident that we probably won't get kicked out of the league. Yeah. I'm pretty confident we'll be playing Premier League football next year. And yeah, that's good enough for me, man. So yeah, you don't spend 175 million if you think you're about to get kicked out of the division, mate. You do. Yeah. What's my conclusion on Purple Panel? I have not made a conclusion. Yeah, for me, I need them to put out the first bit of news and say, City are signing this player, and then we sign him. So they've done it with this guy at Stuttgart or Frankfurt or whatever, this Adrilo guy. Can't remember his name, yeah? If we go and sign him in the summer, they're legit. They're legit. But at the moment, I don't know. But I've only started following him for a couple of weeks. Enzo Milo, that guy, yeah, Enzo Milo. But I've only followed them for a couple of weeks, so I can't make a conclusion yet. Some people back them, some people say they chat shit. So I'll make my decision in the summer. If we go sign that Milo, I'd say they're legit. But it's too easy to wait for somebody else to put the news out and then put your own tweet out and saying this is happening. Well, we know that's happening. Someone else had just broke the news on the exclusiva, you know. Yeah, and there were miles off on the. They said 45 million on the Mamouche price. It was 59. So yeah, this is also true, Lou. Facts. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, big up to you guys. I'll be back in 90 minutes with Hugh. Loads to discuss. So make sure you get on that if you've not done so already. Smash the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. If you want to watch my reaction to Nico Gonzalez best clips and moments in HD, go on the YouTube channel, go on videos, and it's one of the latest videos on there. You'll see it, me reacting to Nico Gonzalez. Only an 8-minute video, not very long. But yeah, I'll be back in 90 minutes, man, with Hugh to see what he's got to say about yesterday and these transfers and shit. So yeah, other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.